right now at 9:30.
Like it when it's colder, babe. So maybe we can make it snow today. If you're feeling low, we'll take it slow today. Maybe we can smoke a O today. I can light a candle, get a bathtub going. Go and pour you a glass of champagne, get you in your bag. Always make you laugh, get you on a flight and even have you coming fast. Baby, I can make it. Life will have you.
Woo! All right, let's start it. All right. Woo! Trey, you want to start us off? You want to kick us off with this beautiful day that we're starting with? Because it's feeling beautiful today. Woo!
Why don't you start it off? You look like you got more energy than everybody.
Yo, I got more energy because we got the revamp, For the people that don't know, we got the revamp, all right? New overlays, new everything, new opening. We're doing a beautiful thing right now. So, for the people that know me and that don't know me, my name is Unique Story because, I got a story to tell. Cough, cough. Anyway, to my left, we got our boy Traygunz, bum ass nigga, but a really smart individual that I truly trust and confide in sometimes. And then we have the
trust is who?
Trust is what?
What did you say? You said trust is who?
Trust and confide in, bro.
Oh,
Trust and confide in you. Oh yeah, what?
I thought anyway. you said Joe Biden. I was about to smack shit out you.
I trust in Joe Biden too, especially with my money. Anyway, that's beside the point. And then below we got the wise and the mysterious crownless kings. Crownless kings. You got something to say?
I thought you said something along that line, but yes, we are here. I'm pretty tired. I just woke up. The bonnet and everything. The bonnet. Listen, my hair isn't done yet. So, it's really, really crazy. It's a nice Wednesday. How did you guys' day go? How did everybody's day go on today? I didn't catch that. What did you say? I didn't catch it.
Yeah.
I was like, the floor is yours.
There's a lot of background noise. All right.
Right now, we are.
I'm sorry, my game is pretty good, you guys. Pretty much the body couldn't really complain. Just like you,
I'm going to go change this player.
Can't really hear you. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
You're breaking up.
Yeah.
Picking up.
It's like I can hear you, and then you go like, as soon as you start talking, it goes. Oh, and then mix of you talking at the same time. So I'm hearing more of that rather than hear you.
Okay.
No. I'm doing my part. But I feel like today, it's getting crazier and crazier outside. We have been seeing that. All of it's getting crazy. All of the thing that happened in Dallas today, yesterday was pretty crazy. If any of you guys did see that happen in Dallas.
What happened?
So a dude, teenager, he ends up he killed his grandmother, shot his grandmother, and then he ended up going to elementary school and killing 19 people. He ended up killing 2 kids and a bunch of students. 2 teachers. Ended up killing a bunch of kids. And it's getting to the point where I feel like we only have 4 options to really deal with this, and I feel like those 4 options are: 1, we're either gonna go back to what it was before, with We
And
either
what happened
we
before?
we're either gonna have to go to doing on Zoom again and just strictly do it like that again, or two, we're gonna have to have armed guards. We're gonna have to do something along that line of having armed guards in schools and have them like as a unit, like specifically only dealing with something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Three, either you're gonna give teacher guns or you're gonna do something along that. You're either gonna do something along that line. You're either gonna have to do something that. Four would be put checkpoints with 4 and 2 is kind of the same thing where you can kind of have the armed guards like checkpoints, checking the buses, check everything, and, having metal detectors in schools, certain things, and we can stop some of this stuff. It's getting annoying now. Now it's getting to the point like, hey, listen, like, and also we need to do background checks on people who are getting these guns, psyche tests, anything around their psyche, because people should not be. If you are liable to be crazy or nothing like that, you should not have any type of guns in your hands. You shouldn't, and you shouldn't at all.
Well, then, I mean, I don't know how you can do that, like, seriously, though. Like, being honest, I don't think you can physically do that serious with the United States. Like, Japan is a different story. If we take their, like, excessive gun control, over everything seriously. Like, they do it, and it shows. Like, it shows that, there's not much gun violence, stuff like that, but Japan isn't like America. Like they haven't built a very crucial pillar off of gun ownership. Like that's our Second Amendment. So you would have like to fight against the individuals that would fight for the Second Amendment, and I don't think you technically can do that.
And personally, it's kind of looking easier and easier because I am in agreement with Trey. It's a little ridiculous. It's like, yes, I do think a lot of people need to have a mental check before getting a gun, because it's like a lot of common things we see in this story is that the child just got the gun from their parents. What the fuck are these parents doing giving their kids guns? These angsty-ass teenagers. Like that shit don't make no fucking sense. The kid's brain isn't even developed all the way. Why does he have a gun? But on your hand, I do agree with you because we're very unlawful when it comes to this shit. There's a lot of, we don't control the gun flow into America and people are getting guns without getting a license and that. It's like, it's true, but the slightly counter argument people say are not even the wildest foot niggas have ever shot up a school. It's usually these privileged uppity white kids, that will play the mental card. And that's why I feel like it's very direct, where it's like, all right, you want to play a mental card? Why the fuck do you have a gun in your hand in the first place?
I was gonna get to that too. I was gonna get to that as well. OD.
Second thing, it's like, yo, how the fuck does this random ass individual make his way into an elementary school?
Yeah.
Like, you're not a parent of no kids. You're not a guardian. Like, how was he able to just waltz up into this building, knowing that he fully well does not go to the school and air it out? This shit is exactly as Trey was saying. It's getting too crazy.
Yeah. And also this, if you want me to be honest, I'm throwing that pleading insanity thing out the window too, because you wasn't crazy. You wasn't crazy to do that. You knew what you was doing. You knew what you was doing at that point, because what most of these guys are doing too also is they plead insanity so they can avoid jail time. I'm not doing that no more. I'm sorry to say it. You're not getting that card anymore because a nigga like me can't get that card. A nigga like all of us in here, we can't get that card. We do something like that, we're not getting that plea insanity. You're not getting that.
That is true.
They're gonna tell you. No, you're taking this jail time and you're going to jail for the rest of your life. And also, why is it that I heard the dude told like his. You got people who are saying, yo, bro, I'm gonna murder.
Fuck.
I think. I think the dude who ended up killing the people in Buffalo, he said something along the line of that he was gonna murder suicide like that like in school, and they already like
really like it when it's colder, babe. So maybe we can make it snow today. If you feeling low, we'll take it slow today. Maybe we can smoke a O today. I can light a candle, get a bathtub going. Go and pour you a glass of champagne, get you in your bag. Always make you laugh, get you wanna fight and even have you coming fast, baby. I can make it
therefore showing some sort of faculty within your brain enough to commit this murder. And it's like facts. They think they can get away scot-free with this shit. But then on the other end, it's like exactly as you're saying. Like, yo, fuck the fucking, like, how would I put it? The fucking leeway we give. Because, again, it's like, let's take me as an elementary school security guard. How did I dead-ass let this grown man just unannounced walk into this building? You feel me?
Hold on. But what do you do? If you're a security, I agree with y'all to a certain point. You know, the point where I start to like kind of levy in is like the background checks are good and all, but that's more or less of precautions that you take. You know, steps that you take. You know, in varying degrees of intensity to eliminate the filter.
I'm saying background checks needs to happen at gun stores if you want a gun. If you want a gun, not about the school.
No, I'm not talking about the school. I'm talking about the guns themselves as well. I'm agreeing with you.
If you were to go into a gun shop, I would definitely stress that you get screened. Because if you're not mental, much like how I say people need to be mentally screened before they start popping out fucking kids, it's like, you know, we don't want to sound like we're a dictatorship, you know, but it's like, as we clearly see all over the place, people are fucking wild. You know, like just earlier today, like I was watching some whole shit. There was a whole list, bro. I cannot tell you how many fucking schools is on that list that got shot up. And it's like, okay, yeah, you're right. It's definitely more than a problem. What the fuck do we do?
Yeah.
You know,
it's one of those things where you only really.
It feels like. Go ahead, bro.
You only really have your options. Your options is to literally go back to what it was when we was in 2020, when literally you had nothing but kids online and you just were teaching them like that. But then the problem with that is you're gonna them kids are not gonna have those real actions that, you know, some kids need that face-to-face action of learning. But we keep on having this problem with people walking into schools and just shooting it up just because they're having a bad day. Nobody's kids should be liable of any of this stuff. It shouldn't be like, yo, bro, I'm tired of seeing the moment of silences. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of hearing about it. It's just getting to the point, hey, listen, let's just, bro, you have a SWAT unit.
Listen, yo, you're a parent, stop giving your fucking kid a gun. Like, your kid.
Wait, hold on. All right, let's be fair. I do agree that parents, you should not be giving children guns. First of all, their frontal mental brain is not developed. I don't know why you're giving someone that cannot control their emotions a weapon that can potentially end another child or man. It doesn't matter. It can end another life. You shouldn't do that. The thing that I have an issue with, and I kind of have a counter argument to, you know, leave, not maybe an argument, but just an add-on to like the precautions. We should have school guards with guns. They should have weapons to deter someone from walking in there with a gun. You know, it's not the best thing in the world, you know, like the argument that a nuke deters another nuke. That's the dumbest argument. But it does make it so that you think twice before you do something extremely drastic. The same can be said for an individual that has a gun versus an individual that has another gun. If they're mentally ill, the person that is potentially in charge, who is supposed to protect individuals and has that background check and is screened to be able to defend the lives of those children, should be there in case that mentally ill person, like in Texas, goes unchecked. That's what happens, you know, when no one's there to take care of the children.
Go ahead, Crown.
In that way.
I'm gonna let you rebuttal before I.
No, I don't really have a rebuttal. It's just, Trey had said that earlier too. pretty much.
Oh no, yeah.
So I agree with both of your points. Honestly, I don't think. Not saying it isn't a sensitive thing. It's very sensitive. It's just, exactly. Like, come on, America, put your fucking foot down. It's like we're always there after the fact talking about what we should do after the fact, but it's never something to prevent this shit from happening. Yeah. And it's like we clearly can do something to fucking prevent this from happening, but nobody wants to take their balls and say, you know what, yes, I am going to be the security with a gun license. Yes, I'm going to be the security that patrols outside when fucking school's in. So, like, there are no fucking locked doors that people can walk in.
Yeah.
Cause facts, I agree with you, Trey. Like, I'm tired of this shit. The shit is pushing a fucking a dark cloud, and it's like it feels like everybody is only worried about the moment, and that goes into my second gripe. It's like when I saw that list of schools, you know how heated I was?
Yeah.
Because it's like it feels like this happens every other week, and then people talk about it, and then they forget about it, and it's like y'all forget about it until the next fucking situation. And then, all hell is breaking loose again. And it's like, what the fuck is going on?
What the thing,
to put our fucking foot on that neck. You know what I mean?
The thing too that I did love what Texas did too also, and I'm gonna say this should be the stand of people like this. If you decide you're gonna shoot up a school, you have to die. There's no getting you help at that point. There's no doing that. You decided. You decided to go ahead and shoot up a whole school. Okay, you think we're about to take you to court and waste this time to do all this stuff, and so you could just give us a plea to insanity thing? No, we could just take the cat out of the hat right now.
I don't know about that. That's very dangerous.
I don't think that's dangerous at all. What do you mean?
I think that's very dangerous because if you're basically from
you already
what
you already shoot to kill black people already. So why can't you shoot to kill a school shooter?
They did kill him. That's the thing. They did kill him.
Exactly, and that's the thing I'm saying. I'm saying if you're deciding to be a school shooter, you're going to die. There's no bringing. Okay. There's no help.
I agree. I agree to that point that you should kill if they are a danger to everyone else. What I don't agree with, and this is a hard point, is if they give up. As soon as they give up, if their vendetta is to attack the school, but they're not pleading to commit suicide, because this is what this dude was trying to do, correct? He was trying to do suicide, which is why he didn't care. Yeah, so he didn't care that he was gonna go to the police. So the police, I believe, had every right to kill the dude right then and there. He wasn't gonna stop. He was just gonna continue.
I don't really care about the give up. Even if you do give up, no.
Because
we're not taking that time out. We're not because I'm not gonna sit here and literally say to you, hey,
he should be judged by his peers though. He should be judged by his peers in the court of law. That's why we have court. Back in the day, they didn't just kill somebody dead right immediately. They only killed him if that guy was going to kill other people. If he was going to continue to do it, they killed him. But if he stopped, or if they, if they captured him, then he would go to court and he would be settled by the peers, by the jury. I don't think that, what is it? I don't know. Guerrilla arrest. That's the only word I can come to mind. Is the correct answer. I think you should go to court. Let them decide, because Texas, I think, has the death law or death penalty. Let them decide if you deserve death. And if you don't, you go to jail. Maximum security. Throw the key away. Stay in that dark-ass room where your mind goes crazy. And then, there's your torture. But I don't think immediate death in 100% of the cases is, the answer.
I'll agree to disagree. No, I can respect your opinion. I just agree to disagree, because it's like, clearly we see that isn't enough to deter people from doing it themselves.
Right.
It's like, yes, we'll have a guy reach judgment. Yeah, he got judged by his peers. Now he's life sentencing. Now here we are with another 5 new cases that popped up because those 5 are like, all right, I could do some jail time. You know, I'm not saying I have intimate knowledge with their thought process, but what I'm clearly seeing is that they're not scared of that. They're not scared, and they're going to keep doing it, and they're going to keep doing it. They don't care about the repercussions, bro. They just don't give a fuck. And it's like the more and more
They
we're
checked his
pushing,
stomach.
more and more as
They
a
gave him
group,
some
we're just
antibiotics.
not caring either. You know,
Okay.
it's the same way we keep getting desensitized watching all the deaths on the news. It's like, yo, damn, you know, we can throw in 2,000 inmates, and then that leads
What are your
into another
corners? What are y'all doing?
Right.
Oh,
that leads into another thing, and that most of our jails are already over flooded with prison inmates, and it's like, where's this? Where's the reform? You know, I'm trying to
Right.
talk over the background. It's like,
Sorry
where's the
about that.
reform? You know, no, that's cool, it's cool. It's like, where's the reform? We throw them in jail. We lock away the key. We let them rot. Did they learn anything? You know, very rarely do they do, but even then, we still have 2,000 to 3,000 more inmates stuck in there with them, talking about, you know, it's overcrowded.
Right.
And it's like, I do agree. I do. It is a delicate balance because we don't want to look like a place full of savages, but at the
Right.
same time, it's like they're really pushing boundaries. They're pushing the limit of how much people, you know, as a general can tolerate it. Like Trey was saying earlier, how many more schools are we going to see, you know, before something really takes off? You know, how many more unfortunate like incidents like this has to happen before us as a community is like, yo, this is fucking enough. This is enough. Like, we can't take anymore. You know, so I'm not sure either. But part of me doesn't feel like the jail thing is working. Like,
Then I suggest that we have to revamp. Not revamp, but we have to Yeah, I say revamp. We have to revamp jails then, if that's the case.
yo, I'm not
We need to
gonna
actually
hold you. Dribble, fucking learn which corner you're gonna be at, bro. Like, you must switch in the corner.
Alright, so
please.
I'm gonna suggest to the fact that like
Damn.
jails have to be
Went
revamped.
to the left,
You have to
goes-
make them so that you know
Yeah.
you make it so that they learn from their mistakes, or you give them an understanding. Because let's be honest, the individuals that shoot up these places aren't afraid of death. If they were afraid of death, they wouldn't have done it. So the jail's not a deterrent, and I think you know, from a lot of
Nigga
the
don't know how to play
understandings, a lot
zone.
of all these
I'm
things.
starting to understand it. It's yeah.
Yo.
I'm starting to understand it.
So I think a lot of it has to come down
Niggas
to
don't know how to
the
play zone already.
inadequacy of.
We're not doing this again. You know how to play zone. Yeah. If you don't know how to play zone, bro, it's alright. Go man, go guard your man. Go man. What are y'all doing?
in any case, where you can continue.
Right, and I think in any case, it's the inadequacy that men possibly feel, the hopelessness. You know, for a lot of the cases, these are like outcasts, individuals. Well, in majority of cases, they're outcasts, individuals that are either bullied or excessively like bothered by some part of society. It's not the people that are
Y'all niggas don't guard your
around
man.
friends
Whose
and
man
a
is
lot
that?
around a lot of people, a lot around, you know, family members and friends, and they're happy.
Playing-
It's the people that
No,
don't
we're
have
playing
anything to
man.
give
Niggas
up.
is not understanding that. Yo.
Right.
Niggas,
Right. That leads into the other way I'm thinking about it. It's like, yo, we all grew up watching Batman.
Right.
You see how his relationship with the Joker is.
Right.
It feels like we've come to a point where we're literally parodying that. Like, obviously, it's not just one super criminal that's out here, all right, I'm breaking out of asylum. It's really all these little shits that sprout up.
Right.
And, like, yes, we're having a reaction. We're having a reaction. We either get to the person or they, you know, they got shot in crossfire or we got them in jail. But it feels like there's somewhat of a leniency, you know, like with this case, it's like facts. I feel like, yo, there really needs to be armed guard now at these schools, you know, like there's no workarounds about it. It's like y'all clearly have security. I don't know if y'all don't have enough or if they're not just patrolling like they need to be patrolling, but like, y'all, like there has to be an upgrade on that. You know, we have to be more vigilant, you know, and then it's like, targeting a young place of education or any fucking educational place, anywhere in general, is already fucked. You feel me? But again, it's like, yo, these people are really targeting schools of education,
Right.
you know, getting at kids that literally have nothing
Bro,
to do
bro,
with
switch.
any of their problems, you know, and taking out their violence on them.
You go.
And honestly, I feel like that's where a lot of my
they're
sympathy
playing
goes
zone.
out the
They're
window.
playing 2-3.
Because it's like, yo,
I'm gonna go high corner next time too.
there's no amount of excuse for the thing they commit, pretty much. It's like, yo, I get it. You're an outcast. You feel shit.
Right.
You feel shunned by society. You know, I watch a lot of videos on that because they talk about a lot of that with our generation. They say
Right.
our generation is the first generation to be full of losers. And it's true. You know, a lot of people our generation don't amount to much.
I'm right
They
there.
feel like
though.
the only way to get some sort of notoriety or name or fame is some
Let's
really
see.
outlandish shit. It is crazy. But it's like,
I don't know about that because the you know the
Run
numbers
for the ball.
say
Run.
that like
Run
as
for the pressure.
individuals,
I'll just sit there.
you know, as us, we're like we're improving. Like more of us are getting
No, I'm not
degrees,
gonna
more of us are
switch
getting
up.
careers, more of us are starting to get more money. So it's kind of like, you know, I think it's other subjects and stuff like that. Like, you know, a lot of society telling men that, you know, they ain't enough, or, you know, you're not amounting to enough, you know, and making them feel like losers in their social lives rather than like, you know, anything else. It's the fact that they, you know, that you got mad distant friends. Your friends aren't even your friends anymore because a lot of things praise, you know, the good moments, but not sticking through the bad moments with your comrades and so on and so forth. You know, you kind of hit on that a little bit and stuff, but you know, when you say like there's no amount of excuse, I agree with you, but I think to eliminate the core problem, that is to say, to eliminate the problem of the fact that these individuals feel like losers, is to kind of make them stronger individuals by putting them in social areas much earlier in life. Stuff like that. You know, put your child in a situation where, yeah, you know what? Like, people aren't gonna like you. But then keep them going in the same thing that they feel like they're not going to be good at, they're not going to make a lot of friends, or they're not going to be able to talk really well. Keep them going and build that confidence. Because if you're confident in yourself, then you're not going to feel like a loser. You're going to feel like someone that can do anything they want to do, that they feel like they can do. I think it's because these people don't feel confident in themselves. They feel less than. They don't feel like they can achieve anything. And, you know, I think talking to these young kids, talking to these individuals in schools, even the people that just got out of school that don't have anything,
Yeah,
you know,
I
you
pressed
should really
R1
check
circle.
on them. You know,
No,
It's
I
not like you
didn't
gotta
do
baby
shit
them,
flashy. I
but
did R1 circle.
you know, keep these you know, unhealthy adults.
I don't like it.
You know, bring them into the fold. You know, teach them to become better. And I mean, I don't know. It's not an answer to this situation because there really is no answer to someone that kills a whole bunch of kids. Like once you do that, you can't get off scot-free. You know, but you know, hey, what do I know? You know what I mean?
They're feeling for the 3.
We got
But I do feel you guys though. I feel like it is getting annoying. It's getting very, very annoying outside. And Unique, you are right. You can't. People do have to talk to their kids, give them some confidence and stuff like that. You know, tell them how the social world works. Teach them some social things. Like, you know, it's getting annoying at this point. At this point, I'm done seeing it. I think I'm truthfully done seeing this thing. I think I'm done seeing all the school shootings. I'm tired of these people just going up to schools and just being like, you know what? I'm angry at the world and I'm just gonna shoot everybody here. Like, and it's like, come on, bro.
mm-hmm.
It's like, come on, bro. Like, come on.
Right.
It's it's annoying, and we I don't know what else we can do, but and then I don't like the saying that people people always use the gun thing like as a problem, like guns don't kill people, like guns kill people, not people kill people, like, and it's like guns don't have a mind of its own, nigga.
Uh,
It's more of the person who has the gun. If they choose to go outside and just feel like they're gonna have a bad day today, they're gonna do that.
I don't know. This whole subject with that gun situation, stuff like that, it's clear cut that the punishment should happen. It's not very clear cut what the answer to the whole situation is, how to prevent this, and making it so that no individual can get guns is not the right answer. I don't think it is.
Oh, dude, I kind of do feel like we should follow the suit of the rest of the world.
Yeah. So if he does, then just watch him. Cheat.
I'm gonna also bring up, I'm gonna bring up Great Old Britain. Pretty much, they rarely have guns over there, but everything is like a
it's
knife.
That simple, yeah.
Knife violence.
They can keep on cheating.
But it's like a person will definitely not be able to get as far as he did with a gun in that room as he will with a knife. And I'm not saying that's the end all be all answer, because we would just have a bunch of knife violence now. But it's like, it is getting crazy. Getting crazy. It's already gotten crazy, and it feels like not enough has been like done. Because as I said earlier, the whole common denominator is always a kid that is really younger than us that shouldn't have any fucking business having a gun to begin with. Mm. Somehow here they are with a fully loaded fucking automatic shotgun or an assault rifle, and it's like, how the fuck are you getting your hands on them?
Right. Yeah,
like,
I definitely agree with you on this part a little bit.
It's not even like it's okay, let's say quote unquote gangbanger who came up and just walked up and was like, yeah, I'm about to shoot the school. It's literally a kid. It's like, wow. And then we get some sob story from the parents talking about, we were the ones who gave it to him for his birthday, or, he found it in the closet, this and that. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? But it's just boiling over at this point.
Yeah.
Really boiling over.
Yeah. You got another subject, you definitely can go to it.
Yeah, I got something else. We all play Rocket League, or we used to, because I kind of stopped, actually. I'm not gonna hold you. I kind of. It's not that I hit a plateau, but it's kind of like I stopped and then started and then stopped and started, and I'm just going to be like, nah, I'm good. I'm going to move on to a different game. But in the group chat, this dude made an argument that, this dude got more passion than you, so he's going to go further than you, and he's going to get better than you. And I sat there and I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, does passion equate to skill growth? Or does, because of hard work and so on and so forth, or does being a prodigy mean that no amount of like passion or hard work or work ethic, whatever it is, makes you, gets you better than, being a prodigy, being naturally good at it. Some people can be like naturally good at basketball, and some people can work towards basketball, but at the end of the day, the person that's naturally gifted is just going to be better than you, in my opinion. That's with anything. You can work hard, but for someone that's got the arm and the eye for doing any of these things, it's naturally just gonna be better. But yeah, that's my question. Like, what do you guys think? Like, do you think that a hard work, putting in the effort, putting in the lab time, or putting the gym time, don't matter what it is, can make you better than someone that's just naturally good at it? They just naturally was that nice at the game.
So your argument is basically is practicing better than
To give you my answer, yes.
than someone that's
So,
talented. Yeah, you could be as talented as you want. And
to start it off, I would argue that 99% of the basketball players in the NBA are not prodigies.
you're back in the game again.
You know, like, yeah, I'll give you that high of a number, because it's like, yes, you can get. You know what? I'll use something I'm more familiar with. Right, skateboarding. You can have a natural aptitude for skating. As a lot of people know, skateboarding is a very hard sport. Either you know how to do it or you can't do it. You know, like a lot of people can barely stand on the board, and you have people flying down sets of stairs. You know, the gap is that serious. Now, in my personal experience, I have seen prodigy, and it's like exactly as what shows and anime would tell you. If you're a prodigy and you don't follow up on that, the person who you initially thought was trash and not as good as you can surpass you, and they will surpass you as long as you're not on your shit. Now, where the reverse would happen, let's say you get somebody who starts off with this amazing level of natural talent. Okay, now if they take that talent, harness it, work on it, refine it, it can be more than just a talent that he's bouncing off of. And now he's super flying for the stars. You know, he's not just a pro, but he's really good amongst the pros, because not only was he talented, but he also spent the same amount of time as a quote-unquote hard worker. You know, so honestly, I feel like prodigies, I feel like that in a sports sense really dictates how much of a gap you'll have at the start. You know, it's like, all right, here's everybody else at your starting level, and here you are because of natural talent. But if I'm over here and I see that this is you off natural talent, I'm not going to be deterred to stay where I am right here. I'm going to work to lower the gap, you know? And now it's on you to further the gap or let me come up and catch up to you, which has happened. And then, you know, and then it's just, that's it. It's like, yo, you can bank on your natural talent. You know, for example, right? That would be like me. I'd be like, yo, I'm handsome. I can be a fucking model. You know, I'm just naturally gifted in good looks. You know, but if I'm not taking care of myself, I'm not making sure I look clean, I'm just going to wind up looking choppy. But then it's like, yo, what happened? I was fucking handsome, you know, but now it's gone. You know, or for example, like I can be naturally talented on a board, but if I don't go skate for like 2 years, it's not going to be there like it once was, because I didn't follow through on it, you know? And it's like, that's really at a baseline.
No, you got.
Like I have arguments for both. I feel like if you're naturally talented,
and get your hand off the
responsibility to recognize that talent,
doesn't work like that all the time,
and improve it to a higher degree. Whereas,
right hand, bro, right hand. Every time I do that dunk,
and all you have to do is and that goes into your other thing. You asked if passion is a factor.
Definitely should.
Passion is the biggest factor, because without passion, you're not going to do nothing. You know, I'll give you a prime example. There's a basketball player named Ben Simmons. The argument for Ben Simmons right now is that he's not passionate for the game. He has no love for basketball. And because of it, all he does is sit on the bench. You know, sometimes he doesn't even go play games. He just stays home and streams. And it's like, that in itself is the whole argument. Like, he is a walking example of somebody with all the talent in the world not doing anything to improve upon it, and thus fucking up his own potential. You know? And I actually did some research. I'm like, okay, what even made him to be such a talking point in the first place, to where people feel like he's wasting his potential? And it was like, when he was younger, he was on the field. He was balling. He was showing that natural talent. They was like, yo, this kid is going to go places.
Yeah.
And then he just fucked around. He was like, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to do none of that. You know? And then back into my personal example, I had a guy.
Step up. Dribble, you got to come up.
It felt like everything he did was just effortless. You feel me? He got on the board. He would do the most insane shit. People, he got sponsors calling him.
I would also throw in another name too. Also, you got to look at Giannis. Giannis is another guy who wasn't as great, like when he first came into the league.
Okay.
And then he got better and better. Like the best argument is like Giannis versus like Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is highly talented, very very highly talented. But Giannis put in the work to show like, yo, listen, I'm here. Like, you know, I'm naturally gifted. I'm better than you guys. Like, I'm bigger, better, and I put in this time in. Because when I first came into the league, Giannis was like your size, Gary. Swear to God, he was skinny, didn't have the NBA body. He was really, really like I know you got muscle tone to you, but he had like no muscle tone, like nothing. He was just very, very skinny and frail.
Fact.
I gotta see frail. I see you.
And that's pretty much what it is. It's like, yo, you can recognize.
I did last time. Don't do that.
You have the talent,
yeah.
but then you have the choice to be like, okay, this is as far as I'm going.
Some turnovers. We playing like Boston again.
Despite my shortcomings, I can still make something of it.
Gotta get that out of your
and
hand.
that's where the passion has to factor in, because I feel like you need a very high level of passion to push through that, because you're working from less of an
I don't break square as much as you.
Another good example.
What's coming? I thought the law was coming.
Comparing a rich kid versus a poor kid.
Oh, wrong person.
It's like, yo, you have this kid with every advantage in the world to do whatever he wants to in life.
I pressed the wrong icon. I came up and I'm like, okay.
And then you have the other kid who doesn't have as much resources. He doesn't have as much advantages. But in order to get to where he wants to go, he has to put in twice the amount of effort, you know? And then it's like, if he doesn't put that amount of effort in, he'll just stay falling by the wayside, you know? Whereas if this kid doesn't put in the amount of effort, he'll fall.
Thank you.
He'll fall lower than the other one, you know? Back into the sport. It's like, yo, I can see that you're naturally better than me and more gifted than me, and I can choose to allow that to just impede my own progress, or I can go despite that and continue to try to rise as high as I can go, even with these disadvantages and not being so much talented, you know? Or like just in skating, it was like, you know, you get on, you're fucking yourself up, you're getting hurt, you're hitting your shins a lot, you know, you can't even pop the board, you can't do no tricks.
Yeah.
And it's like, then you go on YouTube and you see a 5-year-old kid jump down 20 stairs in like one try, you know, and it's like, that's talent right there. This literal 5-year-old is skating better than some grown men. You know, that's talent in its purest form. But then it's like, for me, who doesn't have that talent, when I was his age, I could barely ride a skateboard. It's like, is that going to deter me from doing this? Or am I going to keep trying to go as high as I can go? You know? And if I don't have the passion to try to go that high, you're just going to fall off, because there's no talent to help carry you through anything.
Yeah, the stream might end early for me, team. My charger seems to be it's not charging my computer, so
yeah, I hear what that.
Oh my god. But yeah, you know,
your charger's not. What do you say?
Yeah, my charger's not charging my computer. Just
have you had it on a charger all day?
Well, no, it's not that situation, because I've had it off. I've left it alone, but you know, I'm trying to charge it now, and it seems like the charger just is not putting any juice into the computer itself. So it seems like I might be going offline. But I agree with you. I just want to keep my closing remarks in. But yeah, I agree. I think, you know, for something is that I think that prodigy, or being a prodigy, having that innate talent allows you to acquire. If you were to add hard work into that, the person that can work hard can get to a certain limit, and they might be able to break that limit. You know, case in point, Goku and Frieza. You know, even though it's an anime, it's a perfect example. Frieza had like.
There's no one near a perfect example. I think that's like.
I think that's a perfect example. Hold on, before I die, bro. You have Frieza, who has like near like perfect innate talent. He didn't do anything. He was stronger than everyone else, and yet Goku, who had to put in max amount of effort since day one. I mean, maybe not day one, maybe like day 5, and then progressively had to push his limits higher and higher. While Frieza had to do just a couple months of work, and was stronger, if not nearly the same amount of